Hello there, this is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer from peterbeckenham.com. And today I want to talk to you about making your very first video, right? Many people have never made a video. They're petrified about it. They don't want to even think about it because to them it's something in another world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, video marketing is here to stay. It is the most effective form of marketing apart from face-to-face. And if you want to make a huge difference to your business, please get over that challenge. Get over that mental problem you've got of making a video. And I hope in today's video I can help you, all right? Because I can tell you, none of us are going to be Hollywood stars, right? But the idea is to try and come across as someone people can believe in, can relate to, can trust, all right? And that's what I'm hoping I'm doing with you and all my videos. Now, I start all my videos the same way, right? Hello, this is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer from peterbeckenham.com, blah, 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 right? Why do I do that? Because that's all part of my branding thing. So if you've got a branding thing, start up that way. And then immediately cut to what you want to talk about. Remember I said to you, today I want to talk to you about making your very first video, okay? So people know within the first 10 seconds who you are and what you're on about. That's the first thing. Secondly, you've got a couple of barriers you have to overcome for your first video. First, you've got to commit. You really got to commit that you're going to make the darn video, right? Please don't put it off. There are all sorts of excuses you can come up with, right? Oh, I'm no good in front of the camera. Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh. I'm going to put those to bed for you in this video. Truly I am. Because I want you to have a crack at it, right? So the first thing is you commit to yourself you're going to make the video. If what I tell you today helps you, you commit to making the video. Is that a deal? That's my deal with you, right? Secondly, the other challenge you've got will be, I don't know how to do any video editing. Fine, forget video editing. I can tell you, rather than do any video editing, rather than buy a video editor, re-record your video. If you don't like the first one, do it again. I mean, if you did it 2 or 3 or 4 times, it's still going to be quicker than you sitting down and learning how to become a video editor, right? And cheaper because you haven't got to buy the software. So that's the first couple of points. Secondly, do it in one take. None of this stop-start business, right? Do it in one take. Warts and all, ums and ers, doesn't matter. Leave it all in there, right? Okay? Do it in one take. And when you're doing it, just imagine you're talking to your best mate. Think about, put a photograph of your wife or your husband or your girlfriend or behind the camera here, okay? And look at that person as if you're having a chat. I mean, that's what I'm doing with you. I'm chatting away to you as if you were standing here, okay, in my house, and we're talking about making your first video. That's what I'm doing. Next, be positive. Okay? Now, inside you might be in turmoil, right? Because you are just petrified about making this first video, right? Woo! And if you come across saying, and you're talking like this and you're really scared and you're not sure and you're not confident, people aren't going to watch you, I can tell you, right? Sure, you're scared. By the way, tell them you're scared, but you're having a shot. People will respect you if you're really having a shot. So try and be positive. Be open, be honest, be realistic, be authentic, be yourself, right? And that means overcoming the one thing that's stopping you, this fear. Share with people that you're scared and it's done, right? Then they understand. And if you make mistakes, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. They will love your imperfections anyway, right? They're not looking for perfection. They're not looking for a Hollywood superstar. They're looking for someone they can relate to. Next, speak up a bit. A little louder than you would normally be talking to your mate standing in front of you, right? Because otherwise, if you do, and you've got to sort of, get the words right, not overact, but you've got to be more animated, okay, when you're talking. Otherwise, you're going to come across like this on the video and it's going to be as flat as a damn tack, right? And you don't want that. You need to have a bit of animation about you, a bit of enthusiasm, a bit of passion. Okay? So, and that might be uncomfortable to you if you're not that sort of person to start with. But try it. No one's going to see it. You're the only one who's going to see it until you put it up on YouTube, right? Have a go at it. Next, not too long. I mean, 2 minutes, maybe 4 minutes maximum. That's all you need, okay? I mean, if you're scared to start with, then you can't shut yourself up. That's not a good sign. people aren't going to listen to you for more than 3 or 4 minutes, especially if you put it on YouTube, right? Or even on Facebook, okay? So limit it to 2 or 3 minutes maximum, all right? And make sure you're enthusiastic and you're trying to give the best you can to get people to listen to you and hear what you've got to say. Next, don't worry about your camera quality, okay? That's another excuse you can put aside. I'm making this one using my smartphone. In fact, I've now got more than 230, I think, 200 and something, I don't know, 230 videos up on YouTube, all made with this smartphone. That's it. And that, I mean, it's good enough quality, right? Really, it is good enough quality. So don't worry about that, okay? Use that. Secondly, lighting. I'm making this outside. I've made some inside, but it's much better to have it outside, as far as I'm concerned. The natural light is so much better. As long as you're not standing right in the sun. Because if you're standing in the sun, you're either going to be squinting or you're going to come out like a silhouette, right? And it's no good anyway. So do it in the shade, but do it outside. And finally, what are you going to talk about? I mean, this is the key. Once you've got all the other bits in place, how long you're going to talk for, etc., then you've got to decide what are you going to talk about. Now, first of all, don't script yourself. Please don't do that. I can remember the first videos I made. I had bits of paper, I had paper stuck underneath the video, underneath the camera, like the phone here. I had paper stuck on the back of chairs all around me. And I was trying to follow from one to the other, trying to learn the script. That is not a way to go, I can tell you. Please, believe me, don't do it that way. Think of what you want to achieve. What's your outcome with the video? What do you really want to get across, okay? I mean, in my case, I want to give you the confidence to make your first video. That's my outcome. So once you know whatever your outcome is, then jot down 3, 4, or maybe 5 bullet points, okay? And then just talk to those bullet points. Now, if you have to look down and refer to your paper quick, fine, okay? I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, politicians are always doing the same thing. In fact, a lot of them just sit there and read all the time, right? And they're paid to speak to us, right? So don't worry about that, okay? So 3 or 4, maybe 5 bullet points. Now, what can you talk about? Well, maybe, if you're in business, what's the most common questions you're asked? And think of what your answers would be to those questions, whatever it may be. Or maybe you've got some tips about something, okay? Then share your tips about whatever it may be. But remember, whatever you're going to talk about, say it right up front in the video so people know what you're going to do. Right up front. Or another idea for what you're going to talk about could be a product demonstration. Okay? I mean, for example, maybe you're in the cooking business and so you can talk and do a cooking demonstration at the same time. I mean, people love that sort of stuff, right? Or they could be a simple how-to. I mean, that's what this is. That's a how-to video. Probably the most popular, most common way of doing it is how to do whatever, okay? Make a video along those lines. Or maybe you just want to express your opinion about something. You've got a strong opinion about something, then let it go. Say it. I mean, whatever it is, what you're trying to achieve is interest. So think about who your target audience would be, what would interest them, and give them the information that you think would be of interest to them, all right? The most important thing you're doing, however, is not just giving content to them and giving information. You're actually building your presence. You're building your reputation. You're building your online video persona, all right? So, bear that in mind. You're building a presence. You're not trying to sell anybody, right? You're simply trying to relate and get people to understand, appreciate you, know you, respect you, and hopefully learn to trust you, okay? So there you are. That's my tips about making your first video. Sorry, it went on a bit long, actually. Had more to say than I thought about. But I hope you found that very helpful. Okay? All the very best. Bye for now.